What up, y'all? This is J. Cole.
Hey, what's happening, homie? This is TIP, man.
Yo, what's up? This Big Boy. Y'all know what time it is. Live from the West Coast. You already know you checking out Hard Knock TV. You heard?
You watching Hard Knock TV, you understand?
Learn that you yacht.
Yo, what up, y'all? This is Common. And right now, you checking out Hard Knock TV. Y'all stay in tune with it. It's good hip-hop, good music, good everything.
Aston Martin King, Luther with dreams. The young Denzel, the way I move through scenes. I'm like a preacher that once was a fiend. A story of change that came with wings. Pretty is the skyline, the sky is my eyeline. Son of the most, so from up high I shine. Suited in Prada, stay mellow like Lala. Young fresh with dollars, ladies go gaga.
One of my favorite lines is forever begins just because I thought about it.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that? I actually feel like it kind of fits the theme of the video today.
I really am a believer in the fact that, you know, your thoughts are really powerful, and when you think something into existence and really feel it, like, I mean, it can come into existence. Like, you have a lot of freedom with your mind and to make a choice and to think certain ways. And I think when you do think that way, those things start to actualize, whether we know it or not sometimes, because, you know, sometimes we continue to think in negative cycles, and negativity comes into our lives in some form or another. And then sometimes we think of positive cycles, and a lot of positive things come. So I definitely believe in forever begins just because I thought about it. I'm saying, hey man, and I think this is gonna happen. So that's where the dreams come from, that's where the blue sky comes from. That's where, like, when I say find it forever, that means, hey, I'm gonna find my forever because I believe that's what I'm gonna do.
This is my inception, I'm writing my dreams. Immortal view of a star doing what I'm born to do. I see the blue sky, say the Lord's coming through.
One of the things that hit home in the book was the relationship with your mom. I feel like in this society, the term mama's boy gets a bad connotation.
Yeah.
Can you speak about what the key to your relationship with your mom and how that's different?
Well, yeah, I believe the relationship that I have with my mother has been the strongest relationship in my life. It really shaped my way of thinking towards the world. And then, you know, I got to develop my own concept and thoughts. And, you know, some of that was still based on the foundation my mother provided me, and some of it was just what Rashid had discovered as he lived. But my mother taught me, you know, about love and strength and discipline and just giving. And I mean, mama's boy, you know, I think it's a couple of things. I mean, you could just be your mother's loving son, and you love your mother forever to death. You love her, and at the same token, you still have to be a man. You have to be an adult man and make choices. And some, you know, you never want to, as a man, continue to live off and live, you know, off being just a son. You have to make certain decisions in your own life at a certain point too. Always honor your mother and your father.
Silhouettes of dreams that we had high. Even now it don't seem so bad, ma. Close my eyes to see things in front of me. I'm gone now. Imagine what I'm gonna be.
You talked in the beginning chapters about being a little softer than your friends because you were raised by women. How do you feel that affected just your interactions with people in general?
Well, I mean, I think it also gave me a compassion, a certain amount of, I think I like take care of people too. Like, meaning I like making sure everybody is okay. Now, I don't know if that's because I'm just, you know, because I'm a Pisces or, you know, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just, you know, the way I was raised, being around women who were loving, you know, you kind of develop a certain amount of compassion. You're not as afraid to express your emotions, you know, and I definitely can say I'm courageous when it comes to that. I'm brave in expressing who I am.
In the letter to Seth, you mentioned that you were ready to take on the role as a leader. What does that entail?
It entails a lot of responsibility. As a leader, you have to be willing to sacrifice certain aspects of your life. And as a leader, you have to know what brings the best out of people. And your work is not just working for you. Your work is for others too. And a leader is different types of leaders. You know, different ways you can lead. You can lead with force. You can lead with instruction and compassion. You can lead with where you're a man of the people, like the president, Barack Obama is, you know, different ways to lead. So I just decided I needed to be a leader because I was running away from that responsibility.
To the rim, open my eyes. Yes, sir, this is what I'm made for. To go hard in the paint like D-Wade or D-Rose. From the same streets that we rose. International heroes at world primos. Red carpet magic, taking pictures with the president. Total for healthcare, my music is the medicine. My name holds weight, I am never hesitant. Different state resident, this is hood elegance.
Seems like the day that you went to go talk at the White House was a very symbolic moment.
Yeah.
From what you were doing at the beginning to actually the poetry. For people who might not have gotten to that chapter, who might not have gotten the book, can you just tell us a little bit about what that day felt like for you?
Yeah, that day was a very special day because the day I was visiting the White House, I went first to a plantation, which had existed since I think 1670, somewhere around that time. There's a plantation on the East Coast. And I went there and I was doing research for a TV show called Hell on Wheels. And I was doing this research and dealing with being a slave then, like just feeling what that is and dealing with that. And then I made my trip to the White House and got to the White House and was like, man, getting introduced and looking out and seeing the president and the first lady and a room of 200 people all supporting me. First black president in the White House, and I'm there after just coming from this plantation. And then what I have been going through as far as what, you know, Fox Media and Bill O'Reilly and Sarah Palin has said about me, it was kind of like, man, this is crazy. This transition of where I'm going from, where we've come from as people, and where America's come from to where we are. And then I went that same day to fly to go do Hell on Wheels, which is where I'm playing a slave, a freed slave, but still dealing with some of the same problems of today. That was symbolic because what I was going through, you know, to me was still part of the buildup of where we've come from, meaning like that racial prejudice and racial divide, it still exists. And sometimes it comes out in ways that we don't even know because we prejudge each other just because this person hip hop, so he like, this person black, this person Latino, this person is Asian, this person white. We start prejudging and we don't even sometimes acknowledge or recognize that it comes from years and years of being taught certain things, inheriting certain things. And I think, you know, that day turned out to be that cycle of events in my life, but really one of the greatest days of my life.